All right, y'all, so I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone here. Have to take my car to get an estimate on it. It's about a 45-minute drive or so from um, where I live to where I've got to take it because I'm taking it to a dealership because of the guy that backed into me a few days ago. So I thought I would take this time to update you all on my glow up journey so far this past week. It's actually been a week or two, I think, since I've updated. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll just take it one at a time, one thing at a time. So supplement wise, I'm sorry, I've had a toboggan on, you guys, because it is butt cold here in Kentucky. But anyway, supplement wise, I've done well. I've pretty much not forgotten to take supplements, not forgotten to take medicine. I feel like doing well there. I'm happy with everything I'm doing right now. Podcast is coming out next week. It's going to be about my supplement stack, like what I do, because I take several supplements. You have to be careful with supplements. You know, I'm a nurse practitioner also. You have to be careful with supplements and that you aren't, because once you can get too many and you can have some toxicity from supplements over time if you're not careful. So, depending on what you take. So anyway, I'll talk more about that on the podcast if you're interested in listening to that. I'm kind of in perimenopause. So if you're in that stage of your life and you're interested in what a family nurse practitioner takes for her supplements, you know, and that sort of thing, tune in. You can go to realwithhaley.com and then subscribe to the podcast there, listen, whatever. So that's been pretty good. Exercise wise, I've done really good over the past 2 weeks. I only missed one day, which was this morning, because I overslept. My alarm clock went off, and I have been doing really good with the Hatch alarm clock. But for whatever reason this morning, like I woke up when it went off, and then I just went back to sleep, fell back to sleep. And so by the time I got up, it was too late for me to do my workout. And so, but I've done it 5 times a week. The last 2 weeks of this week, assuming that I do it tomorrow, will be 4 days a week. So overall though, I'm happy with that. Like that's really good for me. And I've done strength training along with it. So that's been good. Braces wise, it's kind of the same story. I go usually every 2 months to get my braces done. I'm about 6 months into the 12-month journey. What's supposed to be a 12-month journey to straighten up these teeth, but they are at a point now where my bite is aligned odd, like it's not completely lined up yet, and so I grind my teeth at night. Excuse me. And when I grind my teeth, I am grinding on this tooth and it's hurting, like it's not supposed to touch there, but it is right now. And so they told me at the orthodontist about these bite guards that you can get on Amazon that supposedly are for braces or sports or whatever. I'm gonna try it. They got mediocre reviews, but I feel like I need something because like this morning I was in pain on that tooth, had a headache, teeth were kind of hurting where I just grind my teeth at night. And so we'll try it and see. They say you can use it more than once. If it works well, I'll post the link and you guys can check them out too. So braces wise, going pretty good. We're starting to get a little straighter, lining up a little more. I'm excited. The next time I go back is in January, and I think we'll really start to see things start to come together because my treatment ends in like approximately July. So I feel like we're getting closer, so that's exciting. What else? Skincare wise, it's about time for me to get some more Botox. You can see like I can frown. I got plenty of the wrinkles going on up here. The Botox is definitely worn off there. The last time I got it in my jaw for TMJ, which it helps some, but I don't know, not completely. And then I got it in my nose, my bunny lines, which really I do it for migraines, and it helps a ton, like a ton. I love it. But the last time that's all I did. My other was still holding pretty good, and so we didn't do any. So it's about time for me to get that again. I may get it toward the end of December, beginning of January. But skincare wise, I use the ZO anti-aging kit is typically what I do. And I have done that ever since I was about 40 years old. I'm 43 now. It was kind of like a birthday present to myself at the time, along with Botox, because I figure at the time you're 40, like if you haven't started a really good medical grade skincare, it's a good time to do that if you can. So I've been doing that, and I love the Zeo skincare. I also have been using a new retinol, which I've only been using in a couple weeks consistently, I feel like. And it seems to be doing a good job. I don't think it's too early to tell right now. And then I'm trying to exfoliate twice a week on my skin. So, and when I do it, I'm also like using any extra product I have on my hands right here and on like my neck area and chest, because I know like that really ages you too as people start to look at your face and your hands and your chest. And so I'm just doing that. I'm not really focused on it, but if I have extra product, I'll kind of lather it on there. But I don't have a lot of extra product typically. Eyebrow wise, I got it was Black Friday, I went and got them retouched up, and hopefully that'll be the last time, because I had the initial appointment, and then I touched them up again, and then they lightened up, and so then I haven't had them touched up again. And there's nothing on them right now, but it is it's starting to flake off. So really right now, it's not a good indication of what the final is going to look like, because they are a little patchy right now, because I've just, gotten them done about a week ago. So not even a week ago, I think it's been 6 days. So we're still going to see what the final result is there. What else? Nutrition wise, I will say I've not done the best. I have tried to prioritize protein. Now, the type of protein that I've prioritized has not always been great. I've had some chicken minis. We recently got a Chick-fil-A, and oh my gosh, I love Chick-fil-A. So if I have the opportunity to get those, like my husband brought me some the other day, I'm not turning those down. Caffeine wise, I've done pretty good. Usually I'll just do like a cup of coffee in the morning and maybe a V8 Energy if I'm working out, which has about as much caffeine in it as a cup of coffee. So, and then I try not to do anything after that, because I don't want it to mess with my sleep. But as far as the quality of my meals, I feel like I can do better there. Nutrition wise, it's hard, you got to plan ahead, you have to meal plan. And when you have, there are 5 of us in the family, and so they don't always want a grilled chicken salad for supper. So, anyway, that's another story, but working on that. And then as far as sleep goes, with the Hatch alarm clock, I've got an Oura ring now. Ooh, I gotta tell you about my Oura ring. I love this thing, y'all. I got the ceramic one, of course. They didn't put the discount on the ceramic one, but I got the ceramic one. And I got it mainly to track my sleep. So over the past, I don't know, I've had it maybe a week now, week and a half maybe. It's tracked every night as I sleep, and it's been very interesting to see my sleep patterns. And for the most part, I've gotten good sleep scores. It tracks your readiness for the next day, and it says to give it 3 weeks before it fully knows what you're doing and fully adapts to you individually. So those are kind of, I guess, take them with a grain of salt, but still I feel like what I've gotten is pretty good. The one thing that I've noticed is according to my ring, I don't get enough deep sleep. I don't know why that is. I've had 1 or 2 days where I've gotten a good amount of deep sleep, which is honestly not as much as you would think it is. It's 15 to 18 minutes a night which seems low to me, but I guess, I don't know, I need to look into that. But overall, I've been getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. There have been a couple nights where I got 6 and something. So overall, I've been pleased with that. There have been a few days where I've been draggy. One morning I got up to do content, and so I got up at 4 a.m. And so that, even though I still got a good amount of sleep, my body felt it, I feel like. It's supposed to also track whenever you are feeling stressed. And so it's told me a couple times that I've had stress, but at the time that it told me that, I was I don't know. When the guy backed into me, I don't think my ring told me that I was stressed, but I mean, in reality, I think I was kind of stressed about it because somebody just backed into my vehicle, right? But the Oura ring overall for sleep, I've liked so far. It has told me that I've had some not like apneas in my sleep or like stopping breathing, but some sleep disturbances. It tracks your oxygenation at night. And it's told me a few times, like I've had some variations in my oxygen level. And I'm not surprised, honestly, because I have a deviated septum. You can see my nose is a bit crooked. And that does cause me to have some variation. Like I snore, and I feel like if I had nose surgery, it would probably be a good thing for me, but I've been down that route a time or two and it just never has worked out, and so I've never had that surgery, and I don't think it's a very fun surgery, and so just haven't done that yet. I know it would be useful for me, but I just haven't done it yet. So anyway, there's that. Anything else? I did go up, I don't think I told you all, I did go up on my estrogen patch. So I started out on the estrogen patch at 0.05, I think it's micrograms, which is a typical starter dose for an estrogen patch, and it did really well for several weeks, maybe 3 or 4 weeks. And then I started noticing some breakthrough symptoms. So like I would feel a hot flash coming on, and like almost have a hot flash, or maybe a mini hot flash, and then it would go away. And at night I was having some night sweats, and I thought, so we went up to the 0.075 microgram estrogen patch, and that has done a lot better. You always want to be on the lowest effective dose, and for me, that's what this 0.075 is what that is right now. So whenever you take estrogen, you typically always will take progesterone at night too. And it helps keep your uterine lining thin, and it also helps with sleep. So I think that has helped with sleep as well. But again, check out my podcast on the supplement stack, and we'll go into more detail there, I think. I think that's pretty much it for now on health-wise and glow up. Glasses-wise, I have had these glasses for several years now. I went to the eye doctor not that long ago, and they told me that I have progressed to needing like bifocals basically now. So that's fun. Which is to be expected. You know, the older you get, the more you're just gonna see these changes. Like, it's natural. So that's okay. But I'm trying to find some new glasses. Every pair that I think that I like, I will be like, hey daughter, do you like these glasses? And she's like, and so I haven't ordered a pair yet, even though I want to. I don't know, I may just try a couple and see what happens. But I've also got contacts that I don't wear very often, but I should. Sometimes they irritate my eyes. But so there's that. And the thing that I've been thinking about improving on my glow up, which I think I could improve upon, well, number one would be nutrition, like we've talked about. And number two would be like doing a 2-a-day workout, like maybe a strength training workout over lunch. I typically get about an hour lunch break during the day, and I thought I could do a quick, like 15-minute strength training workout for arms during my lunch, so that I was getting in 2 a day. And that also, fun fact, doing a 2-a-day workout can help with ADHD symptoms. That is a natural approach to treating ADHD. I learned that actually from a psychiatrist that I saw, and she said, like, if you're not wanting to do medicine, then you can do 2-a-day workouts. Some of her patients do that. And lion's mane extract, which I tried the lion's mane one time. I did not like the way that it made me feel, so I stopped it. But the 2-a-day workouts I think work well, because I don't know, I just feel more energetic and focused after I've worked out. So I don't really have the time right now to devote to a full-blown workout, but I think I could maybe squeeze in a 15-minute strength training on my lunch if I planned ahead enough, like had my lunch ready to go. And I think I could do that. But anywho, so that's an area of an improvement I'd like to see. Otherwise, I mean, I've tried I bought a plan at the local med spa that's like a plan where you get like some, I say free treatments, I guess you do pay for them, it's like an annual fee, but It lets you kind of try out like their facial, micro needling, just different things. And so I've got a couple of things left on that. I think I've got micro needling and there's one or two other things. I can't remember what they are. So I might try those and just see how that goes. But other than that, right now, no big plans. But I just wanted to update you all on the progress over the last week to 2 weeks on how I'm doing. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with myself. I do feel like I can do better with the nutrition side of things, and then maybe putting in a 2 a day on the arms so I can get some more strength training in. I think that would be wise. All right, bye.